All right, y'all, as y'all know, it has been new bike day and I got the Factor out here, but that's not what we talking about. We're talking about these wheels. I bought these wheels last summer. I got a great deal on them and I was waiting for the new bike to figure out when I was going to introduce them. So now that I have the new bike, let's talk about these wheels, man. These are the Reynolds ARXs, bro. I know a lot of people that are riding these wheels. I got a lot of buddies that ride them and they swear by them. They love them. They say they are the truth. So let's freaking open this box up and take a look at these wheels and see what they are about. Excuse the mess. I literally just got finished opening up that dang on Factor box. And like I said, I bought these in the summer. I haven't been in this box yet. So let's see what it comes with. So in here, these are the tubeless valves. Definitely going tubeless. And this video probably ain't gonna be long at all because it ain't nothing much to open in a box to do, in my opinion. But let's see what these joints is looking like. Man, packaging looks good. Really good. Open these up. This is the rear wheel. Now these have a staggered offset. I want to say, I'm going to tell you specifically, the rear wheel is 62 deep and the front wheel is 58, I want to say. But these look great, man. Y'all know I usually be putting decals on wheels and stuff, but these joints, I'm just going to leave them plain. I love the matte black with that gloss on there. Dang, they look good. Another thing this is dope. They are already taped. Pre-taped. That's good stuff right there. That's gonna save me some time. This is the rear wheel. Let's see the front wheel. Yeah, these look real, bro. Like I said, the rear wheel is the 62, and then the front wheel is a 58. Yeah, oh my goodness. I got my little scale. I know a lot of people be wanting grams, but I'll do the conversion because my joint only goes like ounces and kgs and stuff. So this is just the wheel by itself, nothing on it with the tape installed. The weight is, front wheel is 27 ounces. And like I said, I'll do the conversion so you can see in grams. 27 ounces. Let's do the rear wheel. The rear wheel is 32 ounces. Not bad. So 27 and 32. So that's 59 ounces. That converted to grams, I want to say it was like 1672. So 1600 grams for the set. I'm good with that. I'm going to mock them up on the bike real quick so we can just see what they look like. All right, y'all, this is what it's looking like with the wheels on there. Yeah, I like it. So tire-wise, I was going to go with the VeloFlex tires, but I'm undecided. I might go with the GP 5000 with the cream walls. That's what I'm thinking about, but we shall see, man. But yeah, this is what the Reynolds ARXs look like on the VAM. So far, so good. Really, really liking it, bro. Looks really good. So I'm gonna see how these joints inflate up. I got them soaked up. It was easy to put the tire on the rim. I got my charge pump. And let's see how how these things react to some air. It looks like my valve might not be long enough. So it's on there, but I did not hear that popping sound. I did not hear that pop sound that I want to hear. So we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do this again. All right, real quick, I want to show y'all something. The Reynolds comes pre-taped, and I thought it was going to work out for me, and it didn't. So when I mounted the tire up and I went to inflate it, I was getting a lot of air bubbles. And usually I'll inflate the tire first, and if I'm getting some bubbles around here, that's fine. Long as when you blow the tire up, you hear that pop sound that it seats. Once I hear that and I know it's inflated, then I'll go back and add my sealant. But I wasn't really getting that pop sound like I wanted to. And then when the tire was on, I was getting a lot of air pockets in here. And I use soapy water. That way it'll bubble up and it'll let you know where you're having a leak before you put sealant in and before you try to seal it up. So the wheels came pre-taped, and I thought the tape was good. But as I'm going around and I'm kind of feeling it, you can kind of see like some air pockets that's in here, like the tape. Maybe the tape job wasn't good, or maybe it sat too long, because like I said, it's January now and I bought these wheels last summer, but them being pre-taped, I figured they'd be good and I wouldn't have to tape them. But once I put the tire on, used my soapy water, and then went to seat the tire, it was a lot of air was leaking out from here, but also air was leaking out through the spokes. So I knew the tape job wasn't good. And if there's one thing I know about Tubeless, if you don't have a good tape job, then it's just gonna suck, man. So I retaped the wheel. This is my tape job. This is, I prefer the DT Swiss tape. I've used the Stans tape before, but the DT Swiss, I don't know, it's real clean to me. And once I put the tape on, I usually come back with a lighter and I kind of heat it up, because if you look at the top, you can just see how smooth it is, and you can see like the channels in there. That's what you want when you are setting up your tubeless wheels. If you do not have a good tape job, then it's going to suck. Your wheels won't seal. And sometimes it's okay. Well, I'm not gonna say it's okay, but it's not unnormal to have like a little bit of leakage. And that's really not that bad, because once the sealant is in there and you kind of work the sealant around the wheel and you kind of let it set a little bit, the sealant would do its job and fix those minor leaks. But when I go to seat a tire, initially I just use soapy water. If it's not sealing good just with the soapy water, it's not going to seal well with the sealant. So I just wanted to show you that and kind of show you the difference with, this is the tape job that comes with the Reynolds wheels from Reynolds. I don't even know what kind of tape this is. It might be their own kind of tape. And also one of the things I'm looking at when I'm looking at this tape job, now that I'm looking at it again, you can see the tape kind of stops right before it gets to the hook of the channel. I like my tape to kind of go a little bit more into this hook, kind of go more into there. That way it just seats better, in my opinion. Like if you got a 23 internal width, I would probably go 25, because like if you look at this wheel, you see the tape goes way inside the channel. And that's just going to help it seat a little bit better. You see how far the tape goes? It goes all the way inside the channel. And if you're looking at the tape on this one, there's a lot. It stops right in the beginning of the channel. I prefer that tape to go deeper into the channel. That way it can get you a better seal. So I just want to show you that. So if you are getting these Reynolds ARXs and you are going to set them up tubeless initially, I would just say retape them. That's just my opinion. Retape them, get you some quality tape, do a good tape job, and then you don't have to worry about it. And also with the Reynolds, it kind of had a, where you put the valve at, it kind of had a pre-punctured hole, so you could put the stem through there. And to me, the hole was kind of larger than it needed to be. And usually what I'll do when I'm going to make this hole, I have like this is where the valve goes. I take like a pick, like a small pick that it might be, 3-4 millimeters thickness. And I just put a pick in the middle of it, just to kind of make a little pinhole, or you can use a toothpick. And then I use the valve to push the rest of the way through, and that makes the hole. And I think that makes a better seal, in my opinion. And then depending on the type of valves you use, the Reynolds come with valves, but I'll put a link for these on the screen. But these are a different type of valve from Amazon. And you can see it's got like a 4-way channel on there. So when you are putting that sealant in there, and I like the way the plug is on the rubber part that connects with the wheel. I think it seats better and more efficiently. Let me grab this Reynolds. Let me grab this Reynolds one so you can kind of see the difference. All right, check. So this is the Reynolds valve, and you see how it goes. It just kind of sits in there. But when the sealant is coming through the valve, this is the only way for the sealant to come through there. And you see the way it connects, how it interacts with the rim. This is what it looks like. And like I said, this is the valve that I like, because you got a 4-way channel. So when the sealant is coming in there, and then the rubber, when you are seating it into the wheel, when it goes up inside, I think it seats a lot better. And then also when you are capping it off on the backside, this is the Reynolds one. As you can see, just got that little small rubber grommet in there. But the grommet is kind of recessed. It kind of sits far back, and I kind of don't like those type of valves when I'm doing tubeless stuff. And I'm gonna show you how this one looks compared to the two. Let me grab it real quick. So look at this one. This is the one I use. And as you can see, you see how the grommet is a lot bigger, and it kind of protrudes out some more. So when you screw it down, you get a better seal, in my opinion. Because just look at the difference. You see how the rubber grommet on this one's kind of recessed more in. This one sticks out a little bit further, so when it makes contact, it creates a better seal. Same thing on the bottom. This is more of a cone shape. It kind of wedges together, you get a better seal. And then also, after a while, I say like every 2-3 months, you put some more sealant in there. It's better, instead of just having one hole out the bottom, you got a hole out the bottom and you got 4 holes on the side. So it's real easy just to refill sealant or add sealant on things like that. And these are the stock ones that come with the Reynolds, but these ones, I got these from Amazon. I want to say they're like 20 bucks, and they make all kind of colors. Like on my Trek, I think I got some orange anodized ones. When I was on the Bianchi, I had some purple anodized ones, but these ones I'm just using just a regular black. So just things to note when it comes to these Reynolds wheels. All right, so this is the new tape job, and as you can see, they sealed up way better. I heard the pop sound, and like I was saying, with the tape drop from Reynolds, I was getting some soapy bubbles around the nipples of the spokes, and as you can see, I'm not getting none of that. But that's one of the reasons I like using the soapy water, because it'll tell you where the air is leaking out. So right now, this is just soapy water, and air. I know if I hear that sound, that pop sound, it's sealed up. I know it's good. I'll take the air back out. I'll add my sealant, and when I pump it up again, it's ready to go. So I would not trust the tape job from Reynolds. Take the tape off, retape it, and you'll be better off. That's all I got for y'all. All right. So I'm going to show y'all this process real quick. So I got my charge pump. It's charged up to the max. This is my rim. The tape job is complete. I got the DT Swiss tape on there. I got the valve on there. So the first thing I'm gonna do, this is just soapy water, and I'm just gonna soak the entire rim. That's what I do. Hit it with that soapy water. After I hit it with the soapy water, same thing with the tire. I hit my tire with the soapy water, so that way it's on both sides of the beads. And all this stuff I'm just going to wipe off after I get everything mounted up. I want my logos in the center with the valve stem. I'm hoping this looks good on camera, because I don't really know. I'm kind of just like shooting in the blind. Like I said, these tires are very easy to mount. Once you get one side on, I'll make sure that this side of the tire is on the back end of the valve. which it is. Put the rest of the tire on. When I did the first one, I didn't need a tire lever or nothing. It went on pretty easily. And if you're having trouble mounting a tubeless tire, sometimes you just got to get the tire in the center of the channel for it to go on. So right now it's getting like kind of tight, but not unbearable. You just got to work it a little bit. And because this tire is soapy, it shouldn't be too difficult. This one is giving me a little more problem than the first one did, but it's not nothing that's like unbearable. As you can see, it's going on there. So boom, now it's on there. I am making sure the tire is sitting in the middle of the rim, which it is. And like I said, I got my charge pump on there. It is packed to the max. Put this on here, and it should blow up and seal. Yes, it did. And I heard that little pop. I kind of give it some more air. And right now, I'm going up to about, that is 80 PSI. And what I'm looking for now is just making sure, seeing where the air is at. If it's stuff just like around the bead, that's fine. But like I said, with the original Reynolds tape, I was getting air and soapy bubbles coming out around the nipples, which it is not doing. So that's it. Now that I see that it's got a good seal and ain't nothing but soapy water, and I know it's on there, now I can deflate the tire, add my sealant, put the valve core on, re-inflate, kind of spinning around a little bit, let the sealant get around and do what it does, and then put it on the bike, man. But that's it. The VeloFlexes, they're very easy to work with. They're super soft, very pliable. I didn't have to do nothing to it. I've had tires like the GP5000s, when I mounted them up, I had to throw them in the dryer so they got a little loose so they can, before they fit on the wheel. And that's a 30. They should have been way easier to put on. These are 28, no issue. You see how I did it? It went right on there. So that's it.